So guys, welcome back to our channel and I wish you a happy new year. So today's video is all about jobs, what kind of jobs we do have in Sudbury and how to apply them. So I already made a video on jobs, like how you will find a job, but I didn't told you that what are the jobs and where are the jobs. So I really got so many comments and I decided to make a video on this. So without talking, let's get started. First, first is all the fast food chains you can apply for, such as McDonald's and Tim Hortons, KFC's, and Taco Bell. I would suggest go for the McDonald's first because it is the most busiest chain uh, as compared to the KFC's and Taco Bell. And Tim Hortons are also usually taking most of the students, but they need some kind of experience, and as we go to Canada we don't have any experience. So my first choice would be apply for McDonald's. Have their own website through which you can apply for the job, but I would recommend that don't go for that. Make a resume and go to the store, give it to the manager on to hand, and so by that you can talk with the manager, and how the manager are, and there is a good interaction between you and the manager. So this is the good way how you can give your good impression. And besides this, Tim Hortons is a good chain to work in, and also you get a tip. So I would tell the tip part later on. So first of all, it's the fast food chain. Second will be the wholesale business, such as Costco, Walmart, or Superstore. So Costco will offer you $16, and but though you have to go through three different interviews by three different people in their own position, and then the first one is through, we have to only apply for Costco through online. Once you're selected, you will have a interview with the manager, like the lowest manager, like shift manager over there. Then you have to give an interview to the main manager, and then there will be a general manager which will take your final interview, and then you will get a job in Costco. I know this because one of my friend has went over there and he really got a job. So this is what it is all about. Second, Walmart. I personally work over there. It's a great place to work, and till date the best place I ever worked was Walmart, in terms of wholesale business. I never actually worked in RSCC, and I never really saw any Indian over there, but I never know because I never went to Sudbury for a year, so I didn't know how things change over there, but you can apply over there as well. The third one is restaurants, like the fine dining restaurants such as Kelsey's, then Isaac Mario. There is a Quacky something restaurant over there. Two of my friends work over there. They are in kitchen. They are like line cooks, and it's also really good. One of my friend is in Isaac Mario. He is making pizzas and stuff in kitchen. So in this kind of business where you have your own restaurant, they give you tip. So like suppose if the customer is giving you a $10 tip on the $100 bill, and they sum all the tips, and then 15 or 20% of that total tip will go to the kitchen person, and then they will divide among. And so this is how it is. And I asked, like, you will get a good $150 tip a month if you work in a fine dining restaurant in peak season. So not in winters, but in summers, yeah, you will get it. So, and it is difficult, it's quite difficult to get a job over there because most of the people who are still working over there don't want to leave their job because of their tips, because $150 is a good hefty amount of tip and you don't want it to gone. So this is why it's rarely where you will find a room over there to get in yourself. So basically these are all the kind of work you can get in Sudbury. And this is not really ethical, but I would say, like, if you don't have any experience over there, then also keep your resume with a experience, like a fake one, just as like put a Subway over there and write any destination where near your home place where there is a subway, and write it over there. The reason is because I never put any work experience over there, and I got like 3 months. I was roaming all over the Sudbury, and then I finally got a job in Toys R Us, and that was my first job, and that was also seasonal. So this is why I would recommend that put some or another thing in your work experience, and which is related to the field. So if you're going to uh, a food industry, have a experience related to that. If you're a doctor, like many of them go for PG, so doctors don't put your dental or doctorate experience because it is not related to what they did. So this is what I would suggest, like make a resume and have a work experience related to the work you are gonna apply for. And what I have seen is, like I told my 3 of my friends to do the same, and they got their job in the first month they came in. This is a tip. It is not ethical, but this will help you to gain your job very easily. The fourth one is the hotels and dishwashing. So personally, I work at Walmart, I work in McDonald's, I work in Tim Hortons, I work in Toys R Us. Besides Toys R Us, anywhere you work in a food industry, you have to do the dishes. So don't think like if I'm getting a job of a dishwasher, I have to only do the dishes, and if I will get a job at a fast food chain, I don't have to do that. Everywhere you go, the first 3 days or first 2 days they will told you to do the dishes, because by that, if you do dishes for them, and they will get that you will do anything for them, and that build a good relation between you and your employees, as well as your peers and all the managers over there. So if you're getting a job of a dishwasher also, please grab that. First, for start's sake, you can start with that, and through that, if you work for there for 3 or 4 months, it will be a good piece of work experience on your resume, and that will help you a lot. So this was all about jobs in Sudbury, how to get it, and I would suggest you to go personally and in experience for resume. And if they are not calling you, like they will say that the manager, if you give to a manager, they will say that I'll call you in 2 or 3 days, and they won't call. Please go in again, because what they look for is dedication. If you're not dedicated to your job or getting a job, they won't give it to you. So the first thing I would say is, like, don't ever give it to the employee on the till, because they will never pass it on to the manager. Like 10% among 100 will pass it to the manager, otherwise they don't. So the first thing you will go is, like, enter to the shop, ask for a manager, talk with the manager that I am looking for a part-time job, and this is all my resume and my availability. Please have a look and call me if you need me. And the first thing is, like, are you applying for, are you taking for a part-time member? Are you open for a part-time member? This is what you should ask first, because by this you can get to know that they are hiring a part-time person, because most of the students can only work part-time. So besides this, if they are not calling you, go again, go again, go again. Show them your dedication that you want that job. That's it. And so that's it for the video. If you need more information, please feel free to comment in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, give the video a big thumbs up, and more videos coming on the way. And I really moved to Barrie, like actually moved to Barrie in Georgian College, and I'll tell you this story in the next video. So, like, why I changed, and I'm gonna also make some videos on how to change to college, what are the things necessary, and what are the requirements and stuff. So please stay tuned, and Happy New Year once again. See you in the next one.